to 174 pounds. MJ Gaitan will be out there for the Cyclones. He's ranked number 13 in the country. And here's Oklahoma's Carter Schubert. He is number 8 nationally. So it's advantage Oklahoma, at least rankings-wise. Schubert has the advantage. Size up this bout for us, Coach.
Well, this is a style matchup and a half because you have very conservative, strong position, powerful Carter Schubert. And MJ Gaitan, the way Coach Dresser said, it's like a fire hose. The water's flying out. You don't know where it's going, but it's going. And so this is a real style matchup. I like Carter Schubert's chances. The question is, would he wrestle? He's a little under the weather. If he's healthy enough, I like his chance at a win. But Gaitan, he's going to come from all angles.
So Carter Schubert out of Marion, New York. He's a Cal Baptist transfer to Oklahoma. Schubert's got the early single leg attack. Carter Schubert, 157-pounder last year. His headgear has come off as he gets taken down. No near fall points, no fall. Boy, we got some serious action, Coach. Let's go.
That was a game almost reversal by Carter Schubert because I thought he was going to be there the rest of his life. He looked like he was tight.
So blood coming from the face of Carter Schubert. They will send him over to get some attention. But an early takedown by MJ Gaitan, the Temecula, California junior. Man, he had a huge win this year. We mentioned the Iowa duel that the Cyclones won. He beat number 2 Patrick Kennedy in that duel, which was a huge swing.
Absolutely. That was the match right there. But this is interesting. Look up at the scoreboard. Do you see any points?
I don't. They've taken points off. So there were 3, and a takedown was signaled. Did you not see our referee Josh Briscoe say 3 points for Gaitan?
I thought so. That's interesting.
But indeed, the 3 has been taken off.
Well, we saw what MJ Gaitan can do. He is just a little whirlwind. But this is a game, Carter Schubert. I think this is a good timeout. I think he's going to get to compose himself and come back strong. He sat on his heels a little bit, and that's how he got in trouble. Can't do that.
What a good test for both of these guys, though, at this point in the year.
What are the tests?
A test. No, what a good test.
Oh, yeah.
Back to it. We'll have to keep an eye on the blood on Schubert.
And no, that takedown was waved off. Boy, it sure looked to me like he was on his back.
So now it's Carter Schubert. But Gaitan able to step out of that potential situation.
So when you have that leg up in the air, you've got to move your opponent. Don't let him move you. You move him. Foot block, run the pipe, thigh pry. Move him and get that leg high.
Good activity. 1:38 to go in the opening period as Schubert races back to the center of the mat.
Looking for a heel pick. Nice head snap by Gaitan.
Schubert able to scramble away from it, though.
And young wrestlers, you have to have some slicks. It's not all grunt and groan. Do a heel pick. Do a duck. Do a wrist snap. So at Sunday, you're going to see a pass by Jax Forrest, that's for sure. Got to have something that you can score quick and easy.
A lot of tie-ups, not a lot of advantage, one way or the other.
No, and I think a slower pace is in Carter Schubert's favor here. Notice, Gaitan's not real concerned about getting his leg back. Take my leg, I'm fine.
And why is that?
Because he's comfortable in there and he's really tough to score on a single. What you might want to do is square him up and hit a strong double.
There's a warning issued to Gaitan as we hit the end of the first period. Down they go. This is like it feels like a boxing match. They're just kind of jabbing and pawing at one another, and who's going to be able to land the first really big blow in this
Well,
thing?
it didn't begin like that, right?
It did
came
not.
firing out, but the pace is slowed. Little respect there.
So Schubert will start on top with no score.
Don't let him get that leg. He's going to sit and elevate.
Gaitan to his feet. Schubert trying to drive him back down and does so. And out of the circle they go. Carter Schubert having a little more difficulty with his headgear, and I think they're going to try another pair.
Reminds me of a wrestler by the name of Wade Chalice, who would virtually stand straight up and let you in on his leg. He even did that to the great Lee Kemp, who went on to be a 3-time world champion. And he was amazing with it. His best move was when you had his leg.
Again, they continue to wipe blood up, and they haven't attended to. Now they will. Carter Schubert, a couple of times they've had to go over and attend to. I cannot tell where the cut is, Coach, and not that it makes a huge difference, but above the eye is a little more harder to deal with than on the nose. Get down in your eye and just the spot where the cut occurs.
Well, the thing about it is, if he is under the weather and they were not considering not letting him wrestle, that's good. That's a good timeout for him. He's just going to reach up and whizzer. You don't want that. As long as that, he lost it. As long as that arm's around the hip, it's not one, and he's on the leg. No one there either.
So a couple of times they've gone outside the circle, but still no escape for Gaitan.
That's a tough way to ride, boy. That takes a lot of energy.
Schubert's been up to it so far.
You don't want his ankle. Oh, there you go. Now drive and chop and break him down. Drive, drive, drive. There you. Oh.
Gaitan got out, but Schubert reattacks.
Drive, drive.
So just the escape.
Oh, that's
but look at Schubert gets 3 out of it.
That's 3. He was away. And that was just tough wrestling. He was like a shark smelling blood there. Now he's looking for that tie up on top. Get the hip down now. Keep that leg in. Keep that leg in.
Gaitan had gotten to his feet, and as he tried to turn, Schubert drove him right back to the mat, and they will restart him in the center.
13 seconds. There's the first move, ankle and drive, and watch out for elevators.
So we will see if Schubert can get the takedown unanswered, trying to do so for the final 13 seconds of this period. He has a minute 40 of riding time.
Don't sit under him. Very opportunistic on top.
So after the escape by Gaitan, Schubert got the takedown, and he rode out the period. He has a minute 49 of riding time headed to the third, and he has a 3-1 lead.
Absolutely. And he's had a little bit of a lull. He's had some injury, but I'll tell you what, he may be our best chance at an All-American this year. Get that head
Schubert
down.
Initially got up, and he gets out. Now that riding time stays right there at a minute 42. Carter Schubert going hard with MJ Gaitan at 174.
What you want to do is squat there, make him bend his knee, and then take a high leg attack. You got to make that knee bend, get his weight on it so he can't take it back.
Unless Schubert is somehow able to get 6 points out of this for Oklahoma, Iowa State will secure the duel. But the Sooners looking for their first win
nice
in
head
an
snap
individual
once
bout.
again. That's a good place to be. You're underhook. Let's get your head position. Oh, was that sweet? This is something the last few years, guys are throwing you by from an overhook. It used to be you can't do that. You limp arm from an underhook, but now they're doing it from an overhook, and it's sweet.
But it didn't score.
And because Carter Schubert has great awareness, and he doesn't give things up easily. Guy by the name of, what's his name, Olympic gold medalist, 220, Sajalayev, has really popularized that. He was beat with 8 seconds to go in the World Championship 2 years ago, and he did the exact same thing for the score.
Riding time is secure now for Oklahoma's Carter Schubert, so that lead is 5-1 when you tack that on. In other words, a takedown by Gaitan does not tie this match.
Yep. Get some stutters here, Mr. Schubert. Keep him off balance. Don't let him know when you're coming.
Double leg attempt there by Gaitan. Schubert counters.
Watch that drag out.
Well, Carter Schubert got a takedown in the second. He's been able to build riding time, and he's 3 seconds away from giving the Sooners their first win in a bout tonight.
And a big win that is for Carter Schubert.
So you tack on the riding time, and the win by decision is 5-1 for Carter Schubert. Oklahoma gets on the board at 174 pounds.
Yep. And a tough match right here, but the one thing you know about Brian Saldano is he is danger personified.